Hi, this is Susie from Resinspo. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made these galaxy style coasters. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. So I'm just going to show you all the different colours that I'm using as part of today's project. I will leave all the links in the description to where I got these products from, because they're from a variety of different places, most of them from Amazon, but a few of them are from other sources, so I will let you know. Just to let you know that I will be speeding up parts of this video. I also have some sparkly gold sand that I used as part of another project that I just used up on this one essentially. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the green. I tried to keep to the outer edge of the mould with this. These are quite small coaster moulds, but it's great because they don't actually use that much resin, but you still get a decent sized coaster at the end of it that's good for most kind of glasses or mug sizes that you'd need, but they're not massive. So yeah, I'm going to speed this up for you now. So yeah, essentially just went in with the green around the edge. I only wanted to about half fill these moulds for reasons that will become clear. So then in with the blue, or violet rather, and then I went in with the bronzy type colour. Never used this colour before, but I thought it'd be interesting to see what it looked like. Then I went in with the gold. I just did a single line, as I expected, because it's made up of mostly sand. It did kind of sink to the bottom, but there were some kind of sparkly gold bits left at the top, which is all that I wanted really. It was just a case of using up what I've been using on a different project. I decided that I wanted the colours to merge a little bit more than they were. As resin cures, it kind of does this a bit anyway, but I didn't want them to be too distinct. I wanted them to, so I basically went through with a cocktail stick. I have to be really careful here not to scrape the bottom of the mould. That's something you need to watch out for. But I just went through, mixed up the colours a little bit more. 24 hours later, when I went back to them, yes, they were fairly mixed, which was good. This is the next layer, so I went over just with some clear resin. I just wanted to probably not fill the rest of the mould, but just do another kind of thin layer so I could embed the gold leaf into it. Went round with a stick to make sure that I got to all the edges. It's a bit difficult to see from some angles if you have or not, so I kind of wandered around a bit. Then I go in with the gold leaf. Now this took absolutely forever, so I'm not going to put you through that all. I'm going to speed this up massively, just so you can kind of see the process. The first one, I started putting it in a weird kind of design. I was just making it up as I went along, kind of lines branching off it. And then I went on to do the others, where I basically put between kind of maybe a quarter and a half of each coaster with some gold leaf. And once I'd done that on the others, I put varying amounts because I kind of wanted them to look related, but you know, not twins. So yeah, I went back to that first one, and I actually just, as you'll see in a second, I just moved it all, which is something that's great you can do with resin. Went over with the lighter just to pop any bubbles, and then 24 hours later, it's quite a long project. Time to take a look at them and to demold. And as I expected with gold leaf, it can be a bit pokey outy, so it was coming through the top of the resin somewhat, which was fully what I expected because I only put a thin layer in. I'll try and show you that. You can't really see, but it is sticking out a little bit, take my word for it. The bottom, as expected, is just kind of the sanded sunk, which is kind of what I thought, but it doesn't matter because that's not going to be visible anyway. Yeah, just a quick look at all of them. Obviously some of them have more red in them showing than others. Not too sure where that was because I put a similar amount in. But here we go, it's time for the top coating. So I used masking tape for this. There's a variety of different kind of tapes and products that people use, but I just chose this time to use masking tape, and I went to cover the whole sides. Sometimes people just tape from the bottom so the resin can flow over the sides, but I didn't want to do that for this project, so I taped up the whole sides, and then on I went with the clear resin. So again, just a little bit of this. Now this is heat resistant resin. Actually all the resin that I use for this project is heat resistant, but the top coat when it comes to coasters, obviously absolutely has to be. The one I'm using is resistant to, I think it's 93 degrees, but only after 21 days after it's fully hardened. So if you sell these like I do, then you need to make it clear that people can't use it for a certain amount of time with hot drinks after they've been sent them. Obviously that depends on when you make them and how long between that and when you actually sell them. So I just went through making sure again that I'd covered everything, and this was pretty tricky, to be honest, because I actually had to go back in a couple of minutes that I don't show, and I had missed a bit, so it was a good job I did. But yeah, so just adding, just topping up, making sure every little speck of them is covered so that you get a really good finish. So another 24 hours later, this really was quite a long project, went back to them again, and here you can see that super glossy now, which is great. It's just what I wanted, and I'll try and show you close up that there's no resin sticking through. It's a completely flat surface, which is what I wanted. When you've got coasters and stuff, you don't want your mugs to be wobbling around, so that was really important. So yeah, I'm not going to show all of this. I'll speed it up a little bit for you. Sometimes the tape leaves a bit of residue, so I had a little bit of a good job getting that off, but did it in the end. And then popping some little felt stickers on the back. And here we go outside. It's a finished product again. Just take a proper look at those, see how sparkly and shiny they are. Really pleased with how it turned out. And they will protect your surfaces, those felt things, so that's really useful. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.